for
Me?
everyone except for Pania. Okay, went into a bet.
Oh my God!
I wanted to be part of it.
No, because you're just skinny. You ain't gonna lose nothing.
We're not gonna really show the public about our weight, right?
No. We all went on a bet that we were going to lose weight because we were like, oh my God, like we're getting too chubby and we want to look better. We're chubby. We're a PHAT, not FAT, okay? We're fat.
How about fluffy?
Okay. Yeah, okay, we're getting too fluffy, and so we want to lose some weight. So anyway, so the weight is actually today.
Actually, it'll be June.
It was supposed to be June 30th.
I know, but we are weighing today, right? Okay.
Yes, we
are. So, anyway, so the topic is not about our weigh-in, but I'm sure we have a lot of feedback about this. Okay. It's about body image. It's about, I think this is a really controversial topic among like women in general, but I feel like it's like men too, because even like, Vamain, which is like 6-year-old, he's always like saying that like he's fat and stuff like that. And like, I'm like, how does a child at that age know what's the difference between fat, skinny, brown, white, black, whatever. I mean, we all are just like people in general, that's why I want to teach my kids. But for me, my subconscious of my body image started like back in high school. And it was because of that, standard that you had to look a certain way to be popular. And I wanted to be popular. So that was a standard that I upheld to myself, was to be skinny or look a certain way or dress a certain way. But thinking about it now, because I was going through the topic earlier, I felt like my self-image, like unconsciously started like back in like elementary. Like when I went to elementary, I don't know why kids are so mean, but they are.
They're just honest.
Yeah, and I remember like, okay, my mom for some reason always used baby shampoo on me, so my hair always smelled like baby shampoo. And I remember people were always saying like, oh God, why do you smell like a baby, blah, 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 like, and then just thinking about it, like, yeah, that actually happened in elementary. And then when I went to middle school, a lot of people were just like, oh, you need to dress a certain way, like a certain brand, like Hollister, Aeropostale was so popular back in the day, and if you dressed those brands, that you were like so popular. And it was just that stigma that was put on us as children, like how to dress, how your hair should be, how much makeup you should have on your face, how you should look, the car that your family drives, the house that your family lives in, just that standard that society puts out there for us, and then we could deny it all we want, but then just December or today we're all self-conscious again about how we look in our body, and I'm thinking to myself like, why don't we embrace our body size more? All shapes is beautiful in a way. We all don't have to be skinny like her, but
Excuse me.
but I feel like everyone should be able to love their body without like basically like suffering, which is like becoming anorexic or bulimic or eating the food that you don't love eating or starving yourself, whatever the case might be, So yeah, I just wanted to open up the doors and first to kind of talk about that, because I'm sure a lot of people in general are suffering from that too. And a lot of times I feel like us Hmong people or Asian or minorities, they don't want to open that box of worms, because that can of worms is kind of like taboo-ish, But, I mean, I've heard, several times when I'm out in the community and people see me and they're like, oh my God, being a Doja, or,
all the time.
or yeah, like, but it's like older people that will say that to you, but then the younger generation, we don't want to talk about it. Why don't we start with Lily, since we went with Dur already decided, so let's start with Lily. So, how do you feel about the topic? Do you feel like that affects you personally? And what will you change?
I'm about to cry too.
What will you say to the younger generation, basically?
I mean, this topic has always affected my life throughout, growing up. Because, honestly, in school-wise, I don't really have that issue, I think. Because,
You had a bitch face
the things that in school in general, I mostly got along with everyone I know, except for the people who have beef with me, but besides that. But it's not because of the look-wise, it's just because of, issue-wise. But,
Were you talking to the boyfriend?
no.
What?
but I feel like it comes more from people I know, like family-wise, and people in my community, and that really affect me a lot. Cause like back then, honestly, like I wasn't even that fat, but then like people kept saying,
You
"Oh,
were
you're
fat
so
enough.
fat, you're so fat," and then out of nowhere, like yeah, I'm just fat. No, cause like well, I think my turning point where I actually started gaining a lot more weight is when I came to visit my grandparents over the summer, and I stayed with them over the summer, and that's when everything turned around and I started gaining weight from them.
Honestly, I think it's just puberty actually hitting you because that's when your more feminine, your boobs start growing.
I know you got something.
But I was like,
Flash them.
I wasn't
I
noticing.
know he's not even wearing a low cut shirt. Damn it! I had dick jokes.
Because like, that's when your boobs start growing, and that's when, like,
Your hormones change.
yeah,
Your
your
body
hormones
is
change.
change.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's why I feel like that's when you started gaining more weight. It
Yeah.
wasn't that, like, it was just that summer. It was just because, puberty actually, like, hit you.
Well, okay, I guess that too
Yeah.
has an effect. But yeah, puberty in that day or that summer started it, and I just started gaining weight ever since then. You should love yourself more, but stay active so that you can actually be healthier. Because like, I feel like for some people it's different, but like for me, like ever since I got fatter, I could really tell that I'm starting to have like health issues. So I wish one thing that I actually continued doing was staying active so I could be healthier. Even though maybe some people they will still look big, but they're actually healthy. But like
Or
I
people
wish-
who look skinny but it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
like her.
Lily used to play flag football a lot.
Yeah, I used to play sports, and I used to do like physical training during like my ROTC in high school. I used to be able to do a split. Now I can't.
Well,
You can still do it.
well, have you tried?
No, because I haven't.
Then you
stretched-
should try.
No, because
You never know.
you have to stretch in
Muscle
order
memory.
Continuously. Yeah.
in order for you to do it. But the last time I stretched, that was like sophomore
That
year.
face said it all.
That was sophomore year. Stay active, be healthy.
Oh, Uncle Eli's gonna love this video.
What?
Just that section.
Just that section.
I guess for me, I think a lot of people automatically think that like I'm happy with my body because I'm like somewhat ideal body type or skinny or still skinny after a baby. Like wow, like must be so easy for you. Like I guess like
We'll talk after you have 3.
that's what I said. Anyways, why do you think I don't want to continue? I think for me, even when I was younger, I was slimmer. I wouldn't say I was skinny. I was, still slim. And then I think for my family, I never got any like, oh, like you're fat or like even when you're not fat, like how you guys get it, I think what really affected me was when I started seeing like celebrities, like like the big boobs. Like in the early 2000s, like the Pamela Anderson, the Christina Aguilera, and all that stuff. And for me, like I'm kind of like the itty bitty titty committee. So, like for me, like that was my biggest insecurity because, like like a woman, like your hair makes you feminine, right? And then your boobs is what makes you feminine, and then your hips. And like I kind of lack like everything besides my hair. And so for me, it's like I was really insecure with my body because like I was like athletic too, so then I felt like I had like no sense of fashion too. So I literally like for the longest time I just saw myself as like a 12-year-old boy pretty much because I was really flat everywhere. And then when like I was like interested, like like puberty hit me and I was interested.
You guys want a
in,
picture right here?
Oh my god. Like that's when I started like, oh okay, like beginning to become sexual, like okay, well I feel like I'm lacking a lot of stuff. And then, like exploring and, changing my style and everything until now. I think that what I would say to the younger generation is that there is no ideal body type. It's just what you like. So like I could have like a body like Kim K, right? But then like guess what? I'm sure she still feels insecure about her body sometimes. Like because it's just like human nature for us women to feel like we're always lacking something. We're always looking at someone else's bowl to see what they have compared to us.
But what I would pay to have Kim K's body.
What would anybody pay, okay?
Right.
But you know, so for me, I think my husband played a really big part because he was kind of like the supporter, and he was like, you know, you look beautiful no matter what. And like I have scoliosis, so I was really insecure about that too. So like when I was younger, I didn't want to wear anything tight that would show my figure. I always wore like really like flowy skirts, so like you don't see that I don't have any hips. Like, you know, I was really scared to wear like V-cut, like shirts or dresses because I didn't have like, you know, womanly attributes, you know. So I feel like if you love yourself, then, you know, your body is the right body for you as long as, you know, where you're healthy and you're eating, well, I eat a lot. As long as you're eating, you're eating, you know, healthily and not like just, you know, junk food every single day, you know, and just be aware of your own.
Rewind.
So what do I feel about that topic? I feel like it actually involves my life a lot. Because when I talk to my friends, we always talk about losing weight or gaining weight. But at a very young age, I actually grew up very chunky. And then I started dancing when I was like, 15, 16. And then I lost a ton of weight. I was skinny. I looked toned.
She was prettier than me.
But and then I don't know how to put makeup on, so I look ratchet.
Hey, did you have braces then?
Yeah, I had braces too. But I dance a lot, so I was dancing Korean, I was dancing Hmong, and then
Indian.
Oh, Indian too, a little bit of Indian.
It's called
But
Bollywood.
you know, even when I was still skinny, I was thinking to myself, oh my god, I'm so fat. I'm so fat, like I need to lose weight. I feel like the people around you plays a big part of this. But then when I reached to like the 18, 19, 20, like right now age, I started getting weight again. And the people around me, they all don't make me feel great about myself, and I feel like
Damn, I tell you, you're pretty all the time.
no, but you guys are honest about that. I'm not just saying my family, but I'm saying like people that I am friends with or people that I have dated, they made me feel like I wasn't good enough.
Don't think too much.
I'm really sad about this topic because
Take your
oh my
time.
god.
Where's your tissue when you need it?
I know.
Done.
But I feel like I came a long way to realize that I'm more important than that. And a couple weeks ago, I decided to get rid of all my clothes because I was like, oh my god, I'm not getting this skinny. I'm never getting to a size medium anymore, guys. I just can't help it. You know, it depends who you are. Like, if you really want to get skinny, you're gonna work out, okay. But for me, I feel like there's so much more than that. People that I have dated before, their families and everybody make me feel like I'm not good. Like they don't remember who I am. They just remember how I look. That's not the person that I represented. I thought it was more than just that. So for a long time, I kept making myself feel like I wasn't worthy. It took me a while to realize that nobody's gonna love you if you don't love yourself. To get to where I am today is because I actually decided to take a break and actually figure out who I am and love myself completely.
I'll name no.
You know, I'm not gonna just say my last name. Yo, they're falling off. I didn't even need to pull it. I just had to
Makeup
do
still
this.
looks good though.
Whatever, y'all bitches salty anyways. If y'all be watching Next.
My lack of self-confidence in my body image came from when I was little, like Auntie Jo said. When I was in elementary, I think it was like second, third grade.
Damn. The heck?
Yeah, there's like this little boy that, his name is Nick. So Nick, if you're watching. So he was always like saying stuff about me. Like he'll come up to me.
Maybe he just liked you.
That's what people said. That's what people said. But I just didn't like the way he approached me.
like he'll come up to me with this face of disgust and like, ugh, why do you have that on? Like, what's with your hair? Like, why do you do your hair? And it just made me like
No
really,
way.
yeah,
Second, third
No.
grade.
yeah.
I
He
swear,
was
kids are so mean.
he was black, African American. He was
Oh,
like
he
kind of like a
racist.
light skin, but I think he was like British or something, but he had an accent.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I think you watched a lot of Peppa Pig. back
Maybe it was just.
I don't think
he didn't have
that's
the
accent.
accent,
Yeah.
And then I was like self-conscious about like how I looked when I went to school, and like I remember one time like we dressed up for like our graduation or something, and I had like this purple dress on, and I thought I looked so cute, and I went in, and then he like was like, ugh, you look so ugly today. And then I was just like bawling my eyes out. I was crying because
Mini dirt.
I know. Because
then.
like,
Did you tell him?
dude, were you
No.
taller than him? A little bit.
Oh, yeah, girl. Why you let
Let's
him?
say it again.
You should wear high heels and fucking look down at him. Like
I had like those little small heels.
oh,
Those
yeah.
granny heels?
Yeah.
I wear
Yeah,
those.
but then like ever since then I started like being more conscious about like how I looked, and then even from my own family, like my mom, she'll always say, "Oh, you're getting fat," like, and she'll like your
Oh,
you know, mom is obsessed about
Yeah.
fat.
She.
Because everybody's fat.
But
She's
she posts
skinny.
recipes all the
She
time.
called me
on
fat.
Facebook.
She's skinny and she calls herself fat, so she just had like this problem. But she like
She has an
will
internal
always
problem.
like compare like me and Lily to like our cousins and stuff like that. And I just feel like, I mean, even that and through college, like, you know, when I did like a guy, like, and he didn't like me back, I was always like reflecting on what's wrong with me, like, rather than, okay, like maybe it wasn't meant to be. What's wrong with him for not seeing me, like,
Yeah,
for who
small
I am,
like
you
for
know?
your personality and for the person you are.
But rather than that, I compared like my looks rather than he just didn't like me because he just don't like me, you know? Like, this is how I'm gonna look. Yes, I plan on losing weight and, you know, like being more active so that I can be healthier because I don't want to have any like problems in the future. But I think that just coming to terms with, okay, like, yes, I'm beautiful the way I am, and
Yeah.
just continuously tell yourself that, like, people, like, there's those women out there who says, you know, every morning wake up and go to the bathroom, go to a mirror and says, I'm beautiful today, I love the way I look. And it really helps you, it really engraves into your head that you are beautiful.
No wonder you take so long to
I just have Jay tell me
Yes,
every day.
sometimes I'm brushing my teeth. I look good today.
I'm lazy.
You're out of frame.
Oh, okay. So I'm lazy and I don't really like to walk. So when I'm like really, really lazy, this is how I work my abs. So I'm like this. Am I still? Okay.
Yeah.
So I go like.
Wait, does that actually work though?
You suck in your stomach and
Do
then
it
you
on the camera, yeah?
No, I don't do a shit.
You don't?
I'm just humble.
No, you're supposed to twist your body around like that.
What? I am
Yeah, but you have to
twisting.
suck it in.
You get no, you not suck it in, but then you gotta like
It's hurting my back.
You
guess
can
that
still
works.
roast it.
I think this back
I can
of
feel
my
it right
phone.
here. You have to try it in your stomach.
you gotta squeeze your stomach like you're having like you already have abs like that.
But if I squeeze it, I can't move.
Maybe we should have an exercise session.
Oh my god! Hey,
like a Zumba session or something.
if you guys want a Zumba or
I'm
exercise
so bad.
section, like and comment that you want one.
And
Okay?
subscribe.
And subscribe too.
Oh hell no, I'm not gonna be here for that then.
You're not gonna know.
be healthy
You're not gonna
and be
know.
more active.